Khánh Hưng was born on March 5, 1990, in the vibrant city of Hanoi, Vietnam. Growing up in a family that emphasized discipline and hard work, Hung developed a passion for sports at an early age. His family, though not involved in competitive athletics, was supportive of his interests, which allowed him to explore various physical activities during his childhood. His initial exposure to sports came through recreational games with friends, where his natural athleticism began to shine. His friends often marveled at his speed and coordination, particularly in running events. At the age of 10, Hung was enrolled in a local sports school to pursue his interest in athletics. Here, he was first introduced to the fundamentals of track and field, focusing primarily on sprinting and long-distance running. His coaches quickly recognized his talent in sprint events, particularly the 100 meters and 200 meters, where he displayed explosive speed and the potential for greatness. His natural sprinting ability set him apart from many of his peers, and by the age of 13, he was already participating in local competitions. Throughout his youth, Hung remained dedicated to developing his skills. He often trained under the guidance of several experienced coaches who instilled in him the importance of discipline, technique, and the mental fortitude required for success in athletics. His training was rigorous and focused, preparing him for the challenges of competitive sports. Despite facing challenges and early setbacks, Hung's passion for sprinting and his drive to succeed pushed him to improve with each passing year. Career development and breakthroughs. Khánh Hung's competitive career began in earnest when he joined the Hanoi provincial athletics team at the age of 15. It was here that his potential truly began to blossom. Under the guidance of seasoned coaches, Hung refined his sprinting technique, learned advanced training methods, and gained valuable competition experience. His early years on the team were marked by steady progress, but it was during his late teens that he made his first significant breakthrough. At the 2008 National Junior Athletics Championships, Hung's performance in the 100 meters turned heads. He finished in the top 3, surpassing many more experienced athletes. This success earned him a spot on the national team, where he began to compete in the senior-level competitions, despite still being a teenager. It was at this point that he became a serious contender in the national athletics scene. In 2010, Hung's abilities were further showcased at the Vietnam Athletics Championship, where he captured his first national title in the 200 meters. His performance not only earned him recognition within Vietnam but also brought him the attention of coaches and scouts at regional and international levels. As he continued to improve, Hung began to develop a reputation as one of the fastest sprinters in the country. His speed, combined with his consistent work ethic, made him a promising figure in Vietnamese athletics. Career peak and major achievements. Khánh Hung's career reached its peak in the late 2010s, a period during which he earned his place as one of Southeast Asia's top sprinters. His breakthrough moment came in 2015 when he competed at the Southeast Asian Games, SEA Games, in Singapore. Hung entered the 100 meters final as one of the favorites, and he delivered an extraordinary performance, finishing in second place with a personal best time of 10.35 seconds. This silver medal marked the culmination of years of hard work and training, and it established Hung as a major force in regional sprinting. The following year, in 2016, Hung returned to the SEA Games in Malaysia, where he went one step further. Competing in both the 100 meters and 200 meters, he took home the gold medal in the 200 meters, with a time of 20.56 seconds. This victory was a defining moment in his career, as he cemented his position as one of the top sprinters in Southeast Asia. His victory in the 200 meters was particularly significant because it was the first time in many years that a Vietnamese sprinter had won gold in this event at the SEA Games. In addition to his success at the SEA Games, Hung also competed at the 2017 Asian Athletics Championships in Bhubaneswar, India. He once again proved his prowess, earning a bronze medal in the 100 meters and placing fourth in the 200 meters. His achievements on the continental stage demonstrated his consistency and ability to compete against some of Asia's best athletes. These performances placed him among the top sprinters in Asia, and he was widely regarded as a rising star in the world of athletics. Hung's successes at the SEA Games and Asian Championships were followed by several victories in domestic competitions, including the Vietnam National Athletics Championships, where he continued to dominate in both the 100 meters and 200 meters. He broke multiple national records, particularly in the 200 meters, where his performances stood out as some of the fastest in Vietnamese history. Challenges and setbacks. Despite his success, Khánh Hung's career was not without its challenges. The physical demands of sprinting, particularly the intense training regimens and high-speed performances, took a toll on his body. Over the years, Hung experienced several injuries, including muscle strains and ligament tears, which threatened to sideline him during critical periods in his career. These setbacks were frustrating, particularly when they occurred just before major competitions like the SEA Games or Asian Championships. However, Hung's resilience and determination to recover from these injuries were key factors in his sustained success. With the help of skilled physiotherapists and a supportive coaching staff, Hung was able to recover from most injuries and return to form. Despite these obstacles, he remained a fixture on the national team, consistently competing at the highest levels. Another challenge Hung faced during his career was the increasing competition in the sprint events, both domestically and internationally. The emergence of new, younger sprinters posed a growing threat to his position as Vietnam's top sprinter. As younger athletes entered the scene, Hung had to work even harder to maintain his edge in training and competition. While these factors made his later years more competitive, they also pushed him to refine his skills and technique, ensuring that he remained at the top of his game for as long as possible. Retirement and transition to coaching. After a successful and storied career, Khánh Hưng announced his retirement from competitive athletics in 2021. By this time, he had achieved nearly everything an athlete could hope for in his sport, having represented Vietnam with distinction at regional and international competitions. His retirement was influenced by the cumulative effects of injuries and the natural decline in performance that comes with age. However, Hung's decision to step away from the track did not mean the end of his involvement in the sport. Hung transitioned into coaching, taking on a role with the Vietnam national athletics team. He focused on mentoring younger sprinters, passing on his knowledge, experience, and training methods to the next generation of athletes. His work as a coach has been widely appreciated, as he brings a unique perspective to training, combining his extensive experience as a top-level athlete with a deep understanding of the technical aspects of sprinting. His legacy in Vietnamese athletics continues to be felt, not only through his personal achievements but also through the impact he has had on the careers of many young athletes. Hung's dedication to the sport, his emphasis on hard work and consistency, and his ability to overcome adversity serve as an inspiration to aspiring sprinters throughout Vietnam.